one guy. You are not mistaken, Will Cross, because I wasn't talking yet. But luckily, I'm talking now. Radio, one guy. I was just trying to do a few extra things here. Might not. Might just stick to the original plan. Broadcasting to you guys. Radio, one guy. I think this makes more sense. Let's do it this way. Aw, yeah.
Electrical Rabbi.
There he is, he says. Yes. And there we are.
The Mindbenders. Dig it in.
Back in it. But let me look. Just in case. Looks like the YouTube is up. Kinda. Yeah, look. There's somebody on YouTube. But yeah, let's we're all about the Mixler tonight. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. I wanted to do an audio only experience for you guys. Let me turn off Periscope, turn off Twitch. Let's just go YouTube. And mighty Mixler. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. There's a lot going on. A lot to report.
But it works.
Here at Radio One Guy.
Exclusive business.
Hello, Dr. Cheeks. Hello, Will. Hello, Kathy. Good stuff. And let's look at the YouTube anyway, because I'm curious. I am curious. My channel. Kinda. Look, there I am. Oh, I look handsome. Bringing the gnar. Hello, nobody. Hello, mysterious. Hello, Zabeth. Hello, Vincent. It's me, Vin, he says. All right, well, we'll just do these two then. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Exclusive business.
Exclusive business indeed.
But it works. Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
Oh my God. The gig was amazing. If you guys want to hear, I'll share. I will. I'll share with you guys.
Finish it.
With you guys, I'd share anything. So let's do it. So, you want to know how the gig was? Well, you see how, here, let me look at this for a sec. Look at this. Okay, so you see how on the Mixler platform here, where it looks like we got 5 listeners, and on the YouTube page here, it looks like we have 6 listeners, which is good, and I'm so happy you're here. But imagine, if you will, there was another 4,691 people. That's how many people I played for tonight. Can you believe it? That many people. Good Lord, it was fun. Wowzer, it was good. I know, right? So, yes, it was a success. One of the biggest audiences I've played for in a while, that's for sure. And believe it or not, yours truly was a little nervous. I was nervous. I don't get nervous anymore. I get nervous when I'm doing 1 people, 7 people. I get nervous. But for music, it doesn't matter. It can be a big crowd. But tonight, it was a bunch of Brits. A bunch of Brits. 4,700 Brits. Guys, couldn't wait. And I am, and I did. Yes. Indubitably. Steve asks the relevant question, what did your stage look like? And I can tell you, no screens, no video, no mind bender. Old school. It was just me and the magic pipe on a huge stage with a giant sound system and not a huge light show. The Eels, who I'm opening for, have quite an impressive light show, but it's theirs. I just had a spotlight on me, but that's all I need. I don't need no stinking extra stuff. I mean, I like it. I like the extra stuff, but it's fun to do without it, at least once. Well, at least one tour. This whole tour is quite zen, which is good.
But it's fun, but it's fun, but it's fun. But it's fun, but it's fun.
But it's fun. And hello, Beatrice. I didn't see you pop in there. You didn't see you pop in there. But that's how the gig was. Thanks for asking. Well, thank you, nobody, for receiving the transmission. I'm glad.
But it works.
I'm glad it works. This is a audio-only bit of a try here. Just because I had such a mess last week. I was in Munich, Germany, and boy, oh boy, was that a rough one. That was a rough one. Which is okay. Radio. One guy. Yeah, so last week, Munich. And, what can I tell you? Yeah, the internet wasn't working. Everything was a mess. I was shooting for 4 a.m. because that's 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And boy, oh boy, was I tired. I was tired. This has been a really fun tour. And I don't want to say I've been super exhausted, because I haven't been. Not nearly as exhausted as I was for the last tour, but there's a lot more traveling and a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Brain stuff. And then, you know, when you're in a foreign country and everybody stares at you, it gets exhausting. Kinda. Everyone's nice, though. Everyone's nice. Just different. different times. Radio, one guy, quite zen. Thank you, Vincent. Pretty much. Pretty zen, pretty zen. I wonder why the twitchy thing didn't go on. I tried. Go back to this really quick. Just to see. Radio. One guy. Oh, there it goes. And where it stops, nobody knows. Kinda. But I like this. And Dr. Cheeks from the Mixler channel asks, what was the best meal you've had while on tour? Let me think about that. I don't know. I gotta say, I don't know how many of you have been keeping up with the Instagram. I posted a neat picture from a castle in Italy. And I went out to an unbelievable little restaurant meal dinner thing that included, but was not limited to, spaghetti carbonara, ravioli, grilled a tuna fish, and the squid. Because I asked the guy, I said, what's your favorite? And he was a cute kid. He was the cook. He was the son of the owner. And he says, I like the tuna fish and the squid. And I said, well, that's what I want. And I said, of all your pasta dishes, what's your favorite? He says, I like the spaghetti carbonara and the ravioli. I make you both. And I make you both. And both I got. And both were delish. They were. Oh my God. They were good. And it was that, what do you call it? Al dente style. Biscotti. Yum, yum. Give me some. It was great. It was great. Yeah. But that was one of my favorite meals. Let me think. There's been others. Went to a good Indian place last night here in London. I had a great day yesterday. I had the day off, and I went and saw the changing of the guard. And I went and saw Westminster Castle, which you can see behind me here. And I went and saw Westminster Abbey, and I went and saw... What else? Oh, I went and saw the Book of Mormon in the West End, London's West End. I know, I'm getting hungry too, Zabeth. You're not alone. But... I like the tuna fish, and I like the squid. That was a good impression, Dr. Cheeks. Thank you. The schnitzel was amazing. The eels went for I didn't go with them. They got here quicker than I did. In Germany, they went and got a bunch of sausages. Looked amazing. I saw pictures, but I didn't quite get the full sausage. German sausage fest. Though I did, I can gladly report to you that I had a Berlin, Germany style currywurst And guess what that is? I'ma let you. I'ma let you. First person answers correctly gets to be the guest of the evening. Radio One Guy. And to repeat the question, what is a currywurst? No cheating. No Google. Come on, people, use your imaginations. For once. And Steve Ruiz asks, a curry who what now? Good question.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
McFreebird Photography says spicy sausage, not really. Close. Real close. But no cigar. Ooh, Mysterious J. Pretty damn close. It's cut up hot dog is not doing it justice. It's a bratwurst or a worst or a funny worst. From better to worst. And it is cut up. And it is doused in curry. It's good. My manager's assistant is originally from Berlin, and she says, have a currywurst for me, would you? And I says, okay. It is a very smelly, messy dish. B. Von Bashful, you are correct. But it's good.
But it's fun, but it's fun, but it's fun.
Real good. Oh, best of the best, worst of the worst. It was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. Radio One Guy. Yes, it was good, Steve. But thanks for asking. It was good. Good times. Golden oldies. Oh, yeah. We're in the zone here. In the zone. Let's see if, just in case. Radio One Guy. How's my latency? What a dumb question. I didn't mean to ask that, because I know it's good, because there's no video. So it's perfect. Ah, this is fun. Hopefully you guys agree. Just simpler. It's a simpler time for us. Radio One Guy. Hopefully I'll get all the video back together soon. Sooner than later. It's just so hard out here. I gots to say, not to bash Europe, but no internet. No, they got internet, but I don't know. I just can't seem to find a good solid connection anywhere. But it ain't bad. Soy Sauce the Kid, you were correct. I wish I had 1,000 monkeys on 1,000 typewriters while writing a novel. It was the blurst of times. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, McFreebird Photography. The audiences are treating me very good. It took some getting used to. I'd say for the last 10 years, I've been playing for my audience, which is you guys. And you're always so nice. Even when it's a small audience, you're so nice. And the first gig out here with these guys played in Utrecht, in the Netherlands. And it was a sold-out show, and they stood there and stared at me. And I thought, what's the deal? But they loosened up. Luckily, they loosened up And worked out. Yeah, I just had to kind of get over myself. But I did.
Electrical rabbi, but it's fun.
It is fun. You know that.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
There we go. Yeah. Good times. Ooh, snap your fingers a few times to test it out, says Dr. Cheeks. Okay, yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I'm feeling it. I think. Radio. One guy. Audio edition. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. Looks like it is.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not. Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Fresh slabs.
Fresh slabs.
And it works. Radio. One guy. So that's not all, though. I did 4 dates in Germany. That was fun. All such different places. For those of you who've been, I hadn't. I ain't been to any of the places. Poop over by the monument on Twitch says worst slabs. And he spelled worst, W-U-R-S-T. Thank you. I like that.
Radio. One guy.
Radio. One guy.
It was the worst of times. It was the blurst of times.
See? See what I can do. All right. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. So yeah, getting back to our conversation on this. Yeah, I think they were in awe. They hadn't seen nothing like this. So that's the way I took it. And decided just to go with the flow. And then I found myself doing that thing where you talk real slow. I guess like I'm doing now. But real clearly and slow, like you're afraid no one's going to understand your stupid jokes. But they do. I was surprised. And then when I played Butt Machine for him, I talked to a few folks after the show and said, oh, that song was so funny. I said, really? Because I can't seem to order a schnitzel. Radio one guy without getting in trouble.
Hey, that one guy, what you got there?
Radio one guy. I say that a lot, don't I? It's okay. Indubitably. Oh, they get it. You're right, Vincent. I think. And yes. Soy Sauce the Kid asking if I've been going sightseeing. I was just telling the kids over here that, yes, I saw a lot. I've seen a lot of sights. It's been fun. It's been a blast. Let's see. Berlin was amazing. I saw the big cathedral in, where was that? Cologne. If you want to see something amazing, just Google it. Google the big cathedral in Cologne, Germany. It is, it's something to behold. It's like it was, it's kind of like a nightmare almost. It's so neat. So cool. And then what else? Saw Amsterdam and Utrecht, and London was awesome. That was one of my faves. And I'm still here. And actually, I'm staying in a real nice place, and I'm looking out the window. I can see over the River Thames. River Thames. Thames? Thames. Right? Something like that. Radio One Guy. Something like that. But yeah, good times. Oh, there it goes. Whoa! Beatrice says, this is good background while I plan out a huge chest tattoo cover-up. Lucky. Gotta fill us in on what it is when you finish the design.
Electrical Rabbi. Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
And Dr. Cheek says, wanna trade? Oh, thanks, Dr. Cheeks. I just scrolled down a little bit here. Perfection. I'm enjoying the audio only. Good soundtrack for an evening of paperwork. Yeah, I like it too. Initially, this was the plan. I was going to do this more as a podcast, audio-only experience. Sort of like old school, late-night radio, coast-to-coast rip-off, that kind of thing. And I'm just so into the video. It's so much fun, and me and the Mindbender have been having a blast with that, so we'll keep going. I thought this could be a good companion medium, if you will, that maybe I can do more often, just to actually work on my chops a little too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's good to do this a lot, I think. Radio One Guy. And McFreebird Photography says, look right before crossing the street. Ha! I know. Believe you me. That's a tricky one, because I'll tell you. I go to Australia a lot, and that's the spot where you get real used to it, because they're always driving on the wrong side of the road, but you're there for a while. And you can do it proper, and you can do it with style, and you learn to get used to things being kind of opposite. And I'll tell you, it's okay. But in the UK, it's not. It's not.
But it's not.
It is not.
But it's not.
Why? Because you've been looking at it the other way the whole time, and then, you get confused. I know I do. But yeah, be careful, kids. Ooh, and then here's another one. I went for high tea. Afternoon tea is what they call it here. They do it everywhere. A little three-tiered tea tray with snacks and things. Fun times. Golden oldies. Radio One Guy. And I took a good photo of that. I'll post that on the Instagram tomorrow. Rationing out my content, because it takes a while. Takes a while to get something good. But I did. Oh, I did. Ooh, I gotta read your text here, Beatrice. I have colorful birds on my chest already. I want them gone so that the design is crows and skulls. I may try to add a rose or two if I can. Silly goth ideas. Hell yeah. What's wrong with the birdies? Please share. Tell us. Please. Radio. One guy. Tell us. If you want, you don't have to. But
it's not. But it's fun.
oh yeah, Sauce the Kid, you are not wrong in bringing up the point that the toilets in Australia flush clockwise. I know, right? Talk about weird. Ooh, what's up there, Caleb? Yes, oh, I meant to answer your question earlier. You asked about the gifts, and hell yeah, I saw them. Thanks for posting those. I made a bunch, super cool ones, and they don't seem to load right. I think I'm doing it wrong. I can tell you guys how I'm doing it. Maybe you can fix my problems. I took a burst of photographs, and then I put them in a GIF maker in my phone, and it comes out real cool. But then I try to put it on Facebook, and it don't work. Didn't work. What's the deal with that? Didn't work. Somebody help me. What's up, Ma Smith? That's on Twitch. Says hey. We say hey to you.
Exclusive business.
Exclusive business right here at Radio One Guy.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio One Guy.
Aha! I see. Beatrice says, the current birdies are not done very well. Lines are messy, and all of the ink actually got ripped out when I first got them done. So they're super splotchy looking. Not just pretty. Just not pretty. Just not.
But it's not.
Sorry there, B. Why did my tablets get so soft all of a sudden? Was it something I said? That ain't right. Let's fix that right now. That ain't right. I know what happened. It happened before. And Ma Smith says, relaxing to someone guy. Remember seeing the magic pipe probably about 10 years ago online. You gotta come catch a live show. It's better. Oh, it's better. Promise. I promise. Radio One Guy. And of course, oh, I know Digital Meds. Digital Meds says, been in withdrawal. I know, me too. Now this has been a tough one. I thought it was going to be easier than it's been. Thought it was going to be easier, but it's not.
But it's not.
Much harder. Me and the Mindbender had a pretty sweet little setup with our van. And touring Europe by train don't lend itself to the green screen, triple camera, supercomputer, audio video psychedelic extravagance. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, you gotta catch some gnar, Ma Smith. Some gnar from the Veg. Yeah, when we, what town you in? Share. Unless you don't wanna, but share. Cause, I'll tour again soon. Radio. One guy. We're talking about that now, actually. About, planning a new tour. Sooner than later.
But it works. Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
Oh, upstate. Yeah, well, I'll tell you. On the last tour, we went to Woodstock, and we went to Albany, and we went to Buffalo, and we went to, I go to Rochester sometimes, I go to Ithaca. I went to Ithaca last time. I went to, what else? Help me. I can't remember. A bunch of places. It was good. I like your upstate that you got there. Yes, I do. Good times. And there it is. Ooh, Vincent. Good question. Coming in hot on YouTube. Did you have any coffee at tea? No, just tea. But been drinking lots of coffee. It's good stuff. And yeah, the coffee thing here is interesting. I was told that it was gonna change my life, and it hasn't. I actually think that America is going through its coffee renaissance, and we just might, for the first time ever in the history of the world, I think we may be leading the way. I hate to sound so proud, because I know pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, but I'm proud to be an American where our coffee is the best. It's something I've been thinking of, and now I get it off my chest. For the V60 pour over. Naturally processed third wave.
V60 single origin.
And the single origin third wave is the best I've ever had. And I've had it from here to there. And from there to here. And it's better. Sorry, Europe. I love you. But your coffee isn't as good as it used to be. It's all dark roast. It's all espresso dark roast. Not into it no more. Radio. One guy. But they got a lot of other things. I'll tell you. They got al dente spaghetti. And they don't got that back at home. They don't make the pasta right. Not where I live anyway. Maybe where you live though. Not in Vegas. They don't do it.
Bringing the gnar from the Veg.
So yeah. Oh, thanks, Dr. Cheeks. Dr. Cheeks says, I recommended Radio One Guy to a patient the other day. Beck's best subscription ever made. Thanks. Yeah, I think we can get into a zone with this where maybe this can be a bit, dare I say, therapeutic. It is for me. It relaxes me, kind of gets me into the zone. Something about talking stream of conscious to you folks kind of fixes all my problems. Not sure why.
Now you're rocking with the guy. Radio One Guy.
But yes, I am having van withdrawals. It is nice not to be driving around in that thing, though. I gotta say. Yeah, I gotta say. I've been enjoying the space of not being in my van. Taking trains. Taking planes. Automobile. And automobiles. A little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, well. Let's try that periscope again. I think my bit rate was too high. That's what it said. It said my bit rate was too high. Ooh, Big Vivens asks, is it nice not to be wearing the green screen suit? I kind of like wearing that thing, actually. I kind of dig it. But I miss it, to be honest. I miss the video, but this is fun. It's a little more theater of the mind, I guess you could say. Which I like. It's got a nice energy. It's relaxing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do. I mean, this is so easy to do. It's literally one computer instead of 3 computers. And there's like 10 other parts to the process. And this keeps it simple. Theater of the noggin. Theater of the butt noggin.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
Yes, it is. It's that one guy says be human on Twitch. Thank you, be human. So this is interesting. So I'm on Mixler and YouTube and Twitch. That wasn't the plan. I was just gonna do Mixler because it's the first time. But I asked the Mindbender. I said, Mindbender, oh Mindbender, can I do audio only on Twitch and YouTube? And he says yes. If you download an image into these scenes on OBS, you can go ahead and project a scene, which is cool. So I gotta say, it's kind of dope. Kind of dope. Kind of dope. Good stuff. Wow, that's so weird. Periscope is just not. Okay, hold on, let's see what it says. Oh, recommended 800. You know what? All right, I'm gonna do that real quick. Sorry, breaking the fourth wall again. It says recommended 800 bits, bit rate. This is something I never thought I'd understand, but I kind of do now. Oopsie. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? I think it did. All right, hold on. Let me go back to the web page. Recommended 800. That's what I did. Audio bit rate is. Oh, audio bit rate is too high. Really? What do you mean? Dude, it's dope. It's not too high. Audio bit rate. What do you know about audio bit rate website? All right, I'll try it. I don't know. I don't think the Mindbender would recommend this part. Woody? Woody? Dude, you can't even change the audio bit rate. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, you can. All right, hold on a sec. What did I say it was? 96. It seems really low. Low to me. Let's just see. All right. Radio. One guy. Hopefully that didn't change. Don't crash the radio show, says Big Vivens. I won't. I just moved a few things around. Does this still sound okay? Let me know, please. Let me know. Hopefully it did. I mean, this is dumb because, dude, I changed it. Sounds good to me, says Soy Sauce the Kids. Okay, good stuff. So I changed the bit rate. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. You know what? Periscope. I don't need you. I'm going to put it back to the way it was. I mean, I do need you, Periscope, but you know, you get it. You didn't take it personally, did you? Yeah, I think the audio... Oh, all the way out to California, says Be Human. Good on you, Be Human. Cali, what part of Cali? Because that's where I'm from. I miss it. A little bit. Not a lot. Just a little. Put it back to 160. Yeah, why not? Let's get the audio cranking. Riverside. Good on ya, Be Human. I know Riverside. That's right beside the river. The beautiful winding river in Riverside. Where are you from? Asks Be Human. I'll tell you. Originally born in Encino. Moved out to Westlake Village to go to elementary school, junior high, and then moved with my folks up to the Bay Area, San Francisco, Cali. He's an Encino man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But, you know, that was the early years. I barely remember it. Yeah, I remember it enough, though. Weird place. Weird place. Aw, Beatrice. Beatrice says, I wish I could share my chocolate with you guys so I wouldn't feel so bad eating it. And then Dr. Cheeks asked the apt question, dark or milk? And then Judge Chaos Gaming says, so when are you coming to the Isle of Man? I wish I was, though I'm not far. I mean, I'm going to be in Manchester tomorrow. Manchester. And then after that, Glasgow. 3 UK dates. KU? UK. Yeah, but London, let me tell you, 4,700 people at the London gig. A couple of them came to see me. At least 2. No, 3. At least, no, 5. There was definitely 5 people there to see me. 2 of them I know very well, and 3 of them I just met tonight. And they've been waiting 10 years for me to come to London. Pretty sweet. It was great. Very sweet kids. Hopefully they're listening. They say they do. They say they tune in all the time. They said it's very weird. It's very weird what you do on your Radio 1 Guy show. That was more of an Australian accent than an English accent. It was almost a bit more of an Irish accent, but I have a feeling when I get up there in 2 days, I'll start talking like that. That's what usually happens. I just sort of take on the accent of the town I'm in. I always do that in the South. When I get to the Carolinas, I start talking all Southern like. And then the minute I get to New York City, it's, what are you looking at? I don't know. Don't ask me. And then when I get up to Canada, I start saying A. It's true. Isn't that weird? I don't do it on purpose. It's a bit of a, what do you call it? Earth Moon says, hi, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just the right amount of weird. How does it sound, Earth Moon? You like it better on Twitch or you like it better on YouTube? Because I have all these other pals over here in Mixlr, too. Pretty sweet. Ooh, look at that. Mixlr's picking up steam. There's 13 of you and there's 15 of you on Twitch. And YouTube is kicking butt. Got 5 of you there. Radio. One guy. What's up, Mindbender? Wish you were here, brother. Miss ya. But it works. Look at this.
But it's fun.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, but this is good. I think me and the Mindbender were both questioning whether Twitch would make any sense with just a still photo and an audio broadcast, but I think it's good. What do you think? What do you got? What do y'all think? I think it's pretty good. Yeah, Earth's Moon. Check out Mixlr. I got turned on to it. Actually, Mixlr is the very platform that gave me the idea to do the show, because the brilliant and lovely and talented Mr. Corey Maccabee does a great show on Mixlr, and I used to listen. I'd be there with bells on, listening. What's up, Greg Frank Marcus? Uncle Mikey's in the house. Good to see you. Ottawa, Canada. Look at all these Canadians we got here tonight. Good stuff. Good stuff. See, and then Be Human says it works for me. You're my background for Super Mario World ROM hacks. See, I think audio is more, dare I say, utilitarian. Is it? I think you could do more with it. You can kind of just keep it on. Just kind of listen and do other things. Because that's the way I like to do it. I like doing other things. And listening. And did you know the top 20 podcasts in the world are all audio only? Pretty much. A few of them got video components, but I don't think people are watching. I think they're listening. I think people watch with their ears and listen with their eyes. See, look, Judge Chaos Gaming says it too. Says it's easier for me to work and listen. So yeah, audio all the way. All right, you guys, you're talking me into it. But man, the video looks so cool. We'll do a combo of both. You'll see.
Finish it. Electrical Rabbi. Finish it.
Ooh, I meant to tell you too. A bit of exciting news. I made plans to go do a little work with my old pal Carl Durfler of the Moon is Disgusting fame to try to finish it.
Electrical Rabbi. Finish it. Finish it. Finish it.
Try to finish it.
Finish it.
Which we're going to try. I think we're going to do. I'm going to go and shack up with him up in the Bay Area at the end of August. So that means I've got to put my nosy to the grindstone when I get home. I gotta get to it. I will. You'll see. I'll show you guys. I'll finish it.
Finish it.
I will. You'll see. You get it. So Dr. Cheeks asks, T1G, hey, that's me. What podcasts do you listen to? Well, initially I was super into comedy podcasts. Ooh, so different. I know everybody likes those, but I think I've always fancied myself a student of the art of stand-up comedy, and I really love hearing them talk shop, especially the guys I look up to. And so I listened a lot, initially at the beginning, to Mark Maron's podcast, and then I really like Bill Burr, who's pretty much the only guy that can do a broadcast by himself. Never has guests, just free forms. Pretty much the only one until Radio One Guy. I know, right? I'm not saying I'm as good as him. I'm just saying it's hard, but I can do it.
But it's fun.
I think I can. I just got to keep working at it. Get my chops a little more in the zone. Okay, then who else? I like Greg Fitzsimmons' podcast. It can be hard to listen to sometimes, but he's got a couple guests I really like. Real neurotic, sort of Jewish comedians. I like those kind. And then, what else? Who else? I listen to the Poundcast a lot. I like that one. I'm a big fan of DJ Doug Pound. I think that's some of the heaviest kind of stuff. Yes, Chris D'Elia's got a good one too. Oh, he does it by himself? Ooh. Dang. So I was wrong. Is it good? I just said it was good. I've never heard it. Why did I just say it was good? I was trying to impress you. Okay, spill the beans. Never heard it. All right, what else? Who else? F is for Family. Be Human asks. I haven't seen it yet. Huge Bill Burr fan, though. Huge. Rubin Report. I don't think I've seen it. Heard it. So many that's been on the list. There's so many on the list. Haven't made it to yet. Been meaning to. Just haven't. God, did you hear me lie just now? That's a good one. Chris D'Elia's is a good one. I never heard it. Never seen it. Oh, Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller. I was initially, before there was podcasts, I used to listen to his radio show on Free FM. That was a game changer for me because he'd have magicians on that I loved and I'd mostly never heard of. And that was definitely blowing my mind. Learned a lot, and then he lost that gig and he started his own podcast. I don't listen all the time. Every time I do, I love it though. But I don't listen all the time. I should, because I love him. And then, can't believe I almost forgot this. There was a magic podcast called The Magic Newswire. And that guy, I don't know what the deal is. I feel like he kind of checked out, perhaps. He doesn't do it. He just one every now and then, but for a minute he was doing them every couple of days. And some of the best and most interesting magicians, and it was another learning thing. Look at that. Beatrice says, I still adore you even if you just fibbed to try to impress me. I know. God, I can't do that. Frippity Dippity Doodad says, one mind, one vision, so many pent, radio, one guy. Thank you, Frippity Dippity Boobadoo Doodads. What a great name. Lucky. Oh, it's fun though, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, the Rubin Report, rather intellectual debate style. Ooh, I'd probably like that. What's up, Strass? I just saw an ow coming in on the Twitch chat. Twitch chat. Twitch chat. Yes, I did. I just saw an ow coming in.
On the Twitch chat.
Yeah, see, I gotta MIDI map those buttons so I can be a little more smooth with them, because I can do real style drops.
I just lied about the podcast.
I just lied about the podcast. Never seen it, never heard it. Thanks, though, for letting me come clean. Ooh, Will Cross asks, ever heard of the amazing Jonathan? He's a comedian magician. Oh, yeah. Actually, I know him. Got to meet him. Wish I could say he was a friend. I've only hung out with him a couple times, but super cool. He actually retired, kinda, last year, 2 years ago, because he was having a pretty serious heart condition. But I feel like I heard recently that he's doing better, which I hope is the case. Hope it's the case. I bet it is. I bet it is. Dr. Cheek says, oh my God, that drop just make me choke on a grape. Sorry about that. Don't do that, Dr. Cheeks. Unless you know how to give yourself the Heimlich. Oh, you got Big Vivens there to do that. But still, though, be careful, though. Oops. Whoopsie. Human says, my stereo in my car is in disrepair. The only radio capabilities I have are in my room. That makes me one radio guy. Yes, it does. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Yeah, I like the amazing Jonathan too. Actually, killer interview. If you want to go over to the archives of Penn's podcast that I was just talking about. Was it Penn? Actually, this is crazy. He was on Penn's podcast and on Mark Maron's podcast within the same month, because I think he thought he didn't have long to live. I know that's not funny. I don't know why. I laugh when I'm nervous. And I think he wanted to tell his story. But you should listen to them both, because his story is incredible. He's one of those entertainers that's done kind of everything, a little of everything, almost everything. Radio, one guy. Big Vivens says, I ain't no doctor. Just put your arms around her and squeeze. That ought to do the trick. You know what?
Electrical Rabbi.
If you guys want to hear a very interesting story about the Heimlich maneuver, I was touring with Corey Maccabee, who I keep talking about. He's the guy that showed me Mixlr. Which I'm broadcasting on right now, in addition to Twitch, in addition to YouTube. Ooh, you know what? I should look at my YouTube. I'm completely neglecting it here. If I missed anybody, sorry you guys. Don Brandt says, love Penn. Great radio voices. Nigua's Ham Radio. Thanks, guys. I'll keep this up so I don't miss out. Appreciate all that. Kind words. But what I was going to say was, so 2013 was the year. Big tour. 87 shows in 86 days. Something like that. with the amazing Corey Maccabee, who was opening for me. He has a beautiful solo act. And Vincent asks, is this AM or FM? Oh, it's FM, baby. But I digress. So there I was, out on the road with Corey Maccabee. We had gone coast to coast, all over New York City, all over the Midwest, Chicago, Montana. And we had made our way to the Pac and W Strasionics neck of the woods, Pacific Northwest. And we were playing a gig in Eugene, Oregon at the Wow Hall. Raise your hand if you've been there. I have. And so, there we were. Did the gig. Went pretty good. Fun times. But we were hungry.
But it's fun.
We were hungry, me and Corey Maccabee. So we went to Burrito Boy, which is a all-night burrito joint there in Eugene, Oregon. You know what I'm saying. So there we were. There we were. I'll answer the snout question in a second, Will. They used to call me Mikey Sliver Snout. I'll answer it now. I did. You know when you're young and stupid and you start a band and you give yourself a dumb nickname? Because you know, you're not supposed to give yourself a nickname. Your friends are supposed to do that. But I did it. So anyway, there we were. There we were. I'm not killing nobody. What are you talking about, Beatrice? So, Eugene, Oregon at Burrito Boy. And this is serious. This is a serious story. There was a dude, a big dude. He was probably 6'8". Big drunk, dumb-looking dude. And he was choking. And his buddy was trying to give him the Heimlich, and it wasn't working. True story. And Corey, I was sitting talking to Corey. We were talking about something. Can't remember what. Something, though, for sure. And he sort of looked over my shoulder because this choking thing was happening behind me. I didn't see it. Corey did, though. And he kind of just goes, excuse me, and just kind of stands up and walks right past me. And I don't know if you've ever been in this situation. I was sipping on a large high C out of a straw. And I sort of had the straw in my mouth, and I kind of turned and sort of watched the whole thing like it was a movie. You know, it was happening that fast. And Corey ran up behind the guy and just grabbed him and gave him the Heimlich, and he pulled in a couple, whatever you call it when you pull in real hard. Pull Heimlich. And nothing was happening. It wasn't working. And Corey just kind of put his hand on the guy's shoulder and says, You must relax. You're tensing up. You gotta relax. And then Corey just goes, BAM! And the piece of carne asada flies out of the guy's face. And he lives to see another day. True story. And so Corey comes and sits back down. And then he goes, I gotta go wash my hands. I go, yeah, go do that. And he does. And he did. And then he came back again. He goes, hey, man, let's just get out of here. I said, okay. And so we did. And we were driving home. And I said, Corey, how'd you know how to do that? And he said, it's a true story. He says, I used to work at the Paradise Lounge, which is a bar in San Francisco. And he says, I used to just stare at that poster all day. Isn't that crazy? So stare at that poster, friends, just in case. Stare at that poster. Hopefully that didn't bring you down, but it's got a happy ending. The guy lived. And actually, it was weird. The guy sort of, before we left, he sort of sat there, and he was sort of like, I don't think, maybe he was a bit embarrassed, perhaps. That's what I was thinking. And then his little buddy said, hey, you should probably go over there and thank that guy. He just saved your life. So So the guy came over and he went, "Thank you. Thanks for saving my life." Kind of funny. So it was happily ever after. I know you're dying, but relax, man. I know, Will. As weird as it sounds. And yes, your friends are supposed to give you the nickname. Names. Because you're gonna pick a cool one for yourself. You can't do that. Doesn't count. Yes, carne asada. So yeah, chew your food too. I'm telling that to myself, by the way. I eat too fast, and I get excited, and I talk, and I joke around, and I'm chewing food and spitting it out all over my beard. It ain't pretty. You don't want to have lunch with me. But chew your food. Clean your room. Clean your room and chew your food. Telling myself that too.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Telling myself that. Radio. One guy. Oh boy. I told a Corey story. Yes, because he's the guy that showed me Mixler. Yes, he was. What's weird about YouTube is it seems busy, but it says, whatever. Yeah. It's a little less multitasking, though. I'm kind of digging this. Boy, Twitch is kicking tuchus over here. Radio. One guy. So you Twitchers, I know I've asked you this already, but let me ask you again. What do you think of the audio only? I'm going to get back to the video eventually, but I don't think too many people on Twitch do audio only, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose, if you will. So this was the one I was concerned about mostly, because Mixler is only audio, but Twitch really is about the gnar.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
Bringing the gnar from the vague. Audio is lovely, thank you. Poop over by the monument. What a great name. You should share with us the story of that. I like it. Okay, Saucy the Kid says, works for me. Be Human says, into it. All right, I'll quit asking you. I feel like I just asked you guys this, and y'all were so nice. Y'all were so nice the first time around, so. Yeah, see, Niguaz Ham Radio says, the audio is great, but your vids are awesome. I know, the vids are kick-ass. It's usually the Mindbender doing all that. So, we'll get back to it. I got like 3 more weeks of this. 3 more weeks. I kind of don't want it to end. I think I was telling you guys this last week. It's kind of the easiest tour I've ever done. Just because. No setup time, barely any ethereal component to the stream, says Frippity Dippity Doodads. I agree. Yeah, it's kind of, I said this earlier, but it's theater of the mind. I like that too. I do. Ooh, here it comes. Here comes the story. I'm going to read it for the folks here. Poop over by the monument says, so, I got this name because a friend of mine was driving in the Outer Banks and he wanted to stop by the First Flight Monument. Carolinas, right? Where the Wright brothers flyer first flew. He texted me, quote, poop over by the monument instead of pull over by the monument. Oh, it's an autocorrect. Ooh, nicely played. Okay then, so you didn't actually poop by the First Flight Monument. Good on you. I was gonna say, that doesn't sound like you neither. Yeah, well, I can tell you. Some of my favoriteest lyrics were written by the autocorrect, where I went ahead and was trying to type one thing and then another thing. Yes, it is amazing, Judge Chaos Gaming says. It is. Very nice. Yes, autocorrect. What are you gonna do? Yes, no pooping. Not by the first in flight. I mean, talk about disrespectful. I might poop. Poop over the by the monument says, you're welcome to use my name in future lyrics. I might. Just gotta come up with some words that rhyme with monument. Shouldn't be too hard. Amongst the things that I gave up for Lent, that's when I misunderstood what he was saying was poop over by the monument. See? Off to a good start already. Good on you. Whoa! Say that isn't so. Beatrice says, they have barriers around Stonehenge because people vandalized and pooped by the stones. Ugh. Isn't that horrible? It's like an ancient monument. It's not a monument, it's an ancient structure used by an ancient people known as the Druids. Nobody was sure who they really were or what they were doing. But their legacy lives today. Behold, Stonehenge. That's from Spinal Tap. Nobody knew who they really were or what they were doing. That's my favorite line. But you know, I bet that cavemen pooped by Stonehenge. You're right. Ooh, Dr. Cheek says maybe it was the aliens that pooped by Stonehenge. I think, God, so many possibilities. You're all right. All right. You know, I saw Spinal Tap on the airplane. I took Iceland Airlines to Europe, and they fly you right through. They fly you right through Reykjavik, Iceland. And I watched Spinal Tap, and I hadn't slept in like 2 days. And I was watching the movie, and I got all emotional. And when David St. Hubbins brought Nigel back on the stage, I started weeping. I was crying a little bit. I feel like I could tell you guys. Don't tell anybody else, though. What a wuss that I am. Don't tell anybody. I know. Come on, that one guy. Don't be such a wuss. Can't help it. Can't help it. So, here's the question. Do you think if I went on Facebook Live with just audio, it'd be just as good? What are you talking about? Silly. It'd be just as good. I should do that. I should do it. Why was that part so emotional for you? Asks Big Vivens. I don't know. Because, you know, they play it so well. David St. Hubbins, when Nigel shows up backstage and David St. Hubbins is like, what are you doing here? We don't want you here. He's like, oh, I just came to tell you that Sex Farm is charting in Japan. It's number 2. And they were wondering maybe they could ask me if I could ask you. If you want to maybe reform and, tour Japan. And David St. Hubman says, oh, so you've come here to, re-plug in our life support systems. Like, you're going to save us. Is that what you're doing? And Nigel goes, no, just a messenger. But, wanted to say, have a good show. And David St. Hubman's like, just kind of blows them off. And they go out there and they're rocking, and the crowd's into it, but not really. And then it gets to the guitar solo part, and Nigel's on the side of the stage singing along. It's just cool. He just looks so cool. And David's up there kind of realizing, God, we need this guy. And he gives him the old, nod, come on, come over. Get up here. And he goes, me? And he goes, yeah, you. And then Nigel takes off his jacket and walks on the stage, and David St. Hubbins goes, on guitar, Nigel Tufnell. And the crowd goes crazy, like they've been waiting. Ugh. See, I'm getting all choked up now. Rewatch it. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm a fool. Tell me I'm a fool now. I don't care. Yeah, exactly. Big Vivian says David finally gets over his pride. And Nigel too. He was a big man. Takes a big man to just show up at a place where you're unwanted. And just be like, I just wanted to tell you that we're gonna tour Japan. I thought I'd have better English accents after being here for so long, but I guess not.
But it's not.
I thought. Yes, please, here's the keys. Poopy over by the monument says, going to bed, but wishing you a good night. Cheers. That one guy. Thank you, Poops. Come on by next time. Well, keep your notifications on, because I'll pop up more. I can pop up more now that I can do it like this. Like this. Indubitably. Good stuff. Oh, it's so good. Watch it again. Spinal Tap, that is. So good. Yeah, watch it. I'm telling you. It's worth it. It really is. Like I need to sell you on that one. You guys know.
Radio. One guy.
Oh, Beatrice said, don't think Facebook just does just audio. They do, though. Well, they don't. I mean, Twitch doesn't either. I'm broadcasting both, but this is how the Mindbender told me to do it. Turn down the bit rate. Doesn't affect the audio, but that way it's easy to stream. Because I'm still streaming video, but it's just a singular image. Easy. Pretty much. Ooh, the Ruddles, frippity dippity doodads. Sorry, I missed your rejoiner there. Yes, the Ruddles. Highly recommended. I haven't seen that in a long time. I gotta watch that again. That's like the Spinal Tap of the Beatles of the. And then CB4, which is sort of the hip hop Spinal Tap, and Chris Rock states that the Ruddles were actually his inspiration. So there you go. And there we are. Told you. And you didn't believe me. Maybe you did. I hope. There's a fine line between clever and stupid. That's the one, too. Yes. I do love that. You know, it's funny. I meant to bring this up earlier. We started this whole broadcasty thing on Twitch. First and foremost, pretty much a year ago. I think it was June of the summer. We had done a few live shows from the road, which actually went super well. We would just do them on Twitch, and pretty much nobody would watch because we were just trying to figure it out. But then all of a sudden one night, it all went crazy. Because I think a couple Twitch people got on there. A couple of the folks up, higher-ups, a couple of Twitch higher-ups got up there and shared it on their Twitters and stuff. And it really kind of took off. And then we came home and kept going with it. And see people come and go. It's kind of an interesting thing, which is fine. You don't have to do nothing. But we had a couple folks. I had one in particular who was from Manchester, Clemonade, and said, "Hey, how come you never come to Manchester?" And I was all like, "Oh, I will," thinking to myself, when am I going to go there? Turns out I'm playing in Manchester tomorrow, but I never see Clemonade anymore on my Twitch thing. So I wish I could tell Clemonade that I'm going to be in Manchester tomorrow. Can you believe that? All these places I never thought I'd go. I'm going to be there this week. I never thought I'd play in Berlin. I just played there. Never thought I'd play in Munich. I just played there. Cologne. Just played there. Berlin? I said that already. What's the other one? I played in 4 German cities. Cologne, Munich, Berlin. Oh, Hamburg. Played there. Killed it. That might have been the best gig of the tour so far. Hamburger. Yeah. By no coincidence, is where the Beatles did their residency, which gave them the chops to continue on to be one of the greats. Hamburger. Yeah, it was good. Hamburger was awesome. I usually don't get a big light show at this thing, but there was a light guy there, and he really went to town. And also the sound guy, he goosed me. He goosed me up a bit. Really made it thumpity. And the kids seemed to dig it. It was good. It was good. Hamburger. Strass knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, if you ever want a good laugh, look up, there's an old comedian, I think from the 90s. He went by Hamburger. That was his name. And he'd tag everything with it. So he'd be like, and then I went to the stores, blah, 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 and they didn't even have the Fruit Loops. And everyone laughs. He goes, Hamburger. Yeah, it's so funny. So then I was listening to my oldest radio show that I used to listen to, and they were talking about Hamburger. They were the ones that turned me on to Hamburger. And then they also talked about a guy. There was also a guy called Shucky Ducky. Sorry. It was called Shucky Ducky. And he would go, that was his tagline. So he'd say a joke. And he's like, and then I was all like, you took all the Fruit Loops. Shucky Ducky quack quack. Oh man. Good stuff. Hamburger.
Maybe the answer to all of your problems, but probably not.
Which, I'm no better than that. So, one man's hamburger is another man's.
Bringing the gnar from the vague.
One man's shuck-a-ducky quack quack is another man's.
Transmitting straight from the butt noggin.
So, okay. We all got our gimmicks, I guess you could say. Yes, I think the Germans like the bass. The was. Your was is very big. Yes, Germany was neat, I gotta say. I think being in Italy and then going to Germany was a very beautiful, dare I say, profound contrast. Because Italy is kind of all over the place, very passionate. It's a very passionate language. The food is very wild and flavorful and passionate. Not too many people speaking the English, so it's difficult. Lots of difficult stuff to just get through, like the train station. No one wants to help you. Everyone's nice. I ain't saying they ain't nice. I say they just can't help you because you're all like, excuse me, how do I buy a ticket? And they're like, but they don't speak Hebrew. They speak Italian. I just can't do an Italian Italy accent. All I can really do is go, what's the matter, you? Hey, why are you looking so sad? Which they didn't do because they didn't speak English. But then you get to Germany and everybody's real serious and speak it English a bit, but you know, it's just very clean, organized, especially Munich, just very, almost like Japan, like everyone's just super on top of their game. Makes you feel like a slacker. That's what I felt like. I'm all walking around being all like, I don't got my act together. Look at all these people. They're all tall and blonde and good looking and price. So anyway, I just wanted to share that contrast with you. Shucky ducky quack quack. Oh, look at me, laughing at my own jokes. You're not supposed to do that.
But it works.
It does, though.
But it's fun.
Hamburger. Shut up, your face. But then, going from Germany to England was interesting because everybody speaks English here. It's where they invented it. English in England. Didn't see that coming, did you? No, you didn't. Everybody in England likes tablas too. True story, because they actually have some of the best, what do you call it? Indian food here in England, because from what I've been told, a lot of Indians with access to the good ingredients. Because in India, it's hard. Life is a little more difficult. Or so I've been told. Some matter for you. Hey, nice one. Great, Frank Marcus. Will says, I have to go to work now. I wish I could stay, but I gotta make that coin. Love you, man. Keep up the gnar. Ooh, good on you, Will. Well, thanks. Thanks for sticking with us. I wasn't even sure how late I was going to go because I got to catch a train. I got to wake up early and catch a train to Manchester. How weird is that? I got to catch a train to my gig. Talk about a pain in the jass. Hamburger. Yes, Strassionic. The crowds over here are quieter. They very much are. The English tonight. I don't think you were here when I started the broadcast. I was telling the kids that it was the biggest. This is the biggest gig of the tour. I think the Eels, who I'm touring with, are very big here. I don't know why, specifically here, more than everywhere. But they sold out the. What was it called? The theater we played. We played the Brixton Academy, the O2 Brixton Academy. Huge. And literally, I at a certain point, I was looking out at the audience thinking, hamburger. These people, this is a lot of people. Like a lot of people. I was actually nervous. And I was thinking, I'm up here all by myself. I'm up here by myself. They're all looking at me. And they were just staring, you know, not saying much. And clapping, but not ruckus, yelling stuff, which I kind of like. I like ruckus. So I started trying a little harder, which is always a little dangerous of a game to play where you try too hard. Try. I was. And about 3 songs in, I think I was starting to hit my stride, and I pulled back a little. And I felt like they came to me. I kind of brought them to me a little bit, which I wasn't sure was going to happen because it didn't feel like I was reaching them. It didn't feel like the sound was reaching them. You know that feeling? It's like you're talking to somebody, but they can't hear you. That's what it feels like. Up there, all by yourself. 4,700 people staring at you. Oh, shuggy ducky quack quack. But it was good, so I stuck it out. And boy, oh boy, they really came around. I think the tipping point was when I went into my Stripe Light breakdown. And it really kind of took off. It was fun. A good evening, Miss Black. And it worked.
But it's not.
Whoop.
But it's fun. Electric Rabbi.
That was the one I meant to do. Yes, it worked, Ross. Thank you. Oh, it worked good. No, we don't like. We love food with no taste. Says Judge Chaos. Yeah, Brixton. Don't tell me this is where you are. I bet it is. Yeah, I played Brixton Academy tonight. I was telling everybody earlier, I said, notice like how we have 17 people in the Twitch channel and we have 16 people in the Mixler channel. Well, add 4,683 to that. That's how many people I played for tonight. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I was nervous. I was also telling the kids earlier, I don't get nervous, but I was this time. But let me tell you something, friends. Sometimes you might be nervous. You still just got to get up there. Step up to the mic. Put your hands on your magic pipe. Lean in and say, "Shuggy ducky quack quack." Oh, I ain't letting that go. Not letting that go. Oh, Judge says, no, I can get to Brixton in an hour, though. But check this out, Judge. Tomorrow, meaning today, but tomorrow, I'll be in Manchester. Although, that's probably too far. But yep, I'll be in Manchester tomorrow. Manchester Academy. Also a big place. Also. And then after that, Glasgow. And then after Glasgow, Dublin. And after Dublin, actually, I can't remember what's after Dublin. I have to look. I'll look. I'll find it later. Shuggy ducky quack quack. You get it, Greg. Yeah, I think so, Jackie. I just had to show up. And I did. It went well. Yes, it did. Oh, Judge says, I live on a tiny island. I just have to get on a plane everywhere. For real? Cool. You love. He originally said, I love on a tiny island. I just have to get on a plane. And then he corrected it, live. He, she. With a name like Judge Chaos, I just figured it was a he, but I could be wrong. If I am, I apologize. Yes. Oh, man. Fun times. Fun times, y'all. Ooh, 3:41. So, I'm supposed to be downstairs at 9 a.m. No. Yeah. So that means I'm going to get 5.5 hours sleep. Ugh. I'm a world-class sleeper. I try to get 8 at least.
Radio, one guy.
At least. Hamburger. No, look it up. I'm telling you. Look up Hamburger the comedian, and then look up Shucky Ducky, also the comedian. But if you want it the funniest, if you do yourselves a favor, look up Opie and Anthony Hamburger Shucky Ducky, because that's where I found it. They would talk about him, and they had 2 or 3 other comedians that were bringing those guys up as if they had worked with them in the past, which I think they had. Yeah, Big Vivens, you know what's up. Likes a lot of sleep too. Yes, it was good. Oh, no, I sleep. Thank you, Dr. Cheeks, though. No. No. I sleep. Well, what are we going to do? Good times. The golden oldies. Radio. One guy.
Shucky ducky quack tack. Hamburger.
Why not try it? I have it. Why not have it if you have the tools? Why not use them? That's what I think. Work was canceled. Lucky. For real? Oh, that is awesome. Nicely done, Will Cross One. I like when work is canceled. Oh, good. Okay. Judge says, I'm a guy, by the way, just so you don't have to worry about saying he. I said thank you, sir, to a pretty young lady tonight. I went out for high tea. I told you guys that. And I said thank you, sir, and she was a pretty young lady. And I felt bad. And I felt like instead of backtracking, I just let it go. Like it's jazz and you meant to do it, you know? Oh, sweet. Will says, I walk dogs, and that doggy needed no walk. That's a sweet, sweet moment when you realize that doggy needed no walk. Shucky ducky quack quack. Good on ya. Ooh, Mike, Gregory. Frank Marcus says background tunes sound slightly like Mike Oldfield's Oh Madonna. Close, Greg. It's gonna be a surprise because I'm making an album that's very inspired by this album, but also like by this.
When the clock says it's time to close.
I'm gonna do that right now. Aww. Shucky puppy woof woof. Yeah, that's almost better. But anyway. Fun times. Right? We know. So this is cool. I think Mixler was a success. I got your old-timey samples right here. I gotta reorganize things.
Shucky ducky going quack, quack, quack.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, very inspired. Earth's Moon. I just hate saying his name because when I actually make this record, I don't want everybody to know how badly I ripped this guy off. But I'm going to try because I'm so inspired by it. I'm going to change it all up, but you'll see. I'll make it good. Radio One Guy, just like a Radio One Guy should. Yes, I am losing my mind a little bit, but what are you going to do? Ooh, is this the dubsteps? A little bit. Yeah, I got to redo all my samples. Not samples, but my little fresh slabs.
Fresh slabs.
I got big plans. I have a couple days off coming up. I might dig in. Or I can go explore Barcelona. Or I can stay in my hotel room and work on my
fresh slabs.
I'll probably do both. I'll do both. You'll see. Yeah, and I'll promise I'm going to bring back the 1920s dubsteps. Thank you, Soy Sauce. All in good time. I'm just glad, Ooh, you're right, Beatrice. Trent Reznor ripped off Skinny Pup. Yeah, I was just gonna call it, but I don't know, then I got a little second wind, but no, I should go to sleep because I gotta wake up early. And I'm glad this worked. And I appreciate you guys being patient and digging the audio only. I gots to say, thank you, Will.
Radio One Guy.
Dr. Cheeks, Big Vivens, Beatrice. Jackie, Steve, Ross. All y'all. All my Twitch friends too. Soy Sauce the Kid, Frippity Dippity Doodad, Strass, Big Vivens, Chaos, Judge Chaos Gaming, Sir Judge Chaos Gaming, and all the other gang over here. Earth's Moon 42, everybody. So nice to see y'all. What a treat. Thank you, Mindbender, for the wisdom. And I will catch you on the flip side. And always remember, best you can, when life gets you down, just give it a good. Ow. Good night, my dear.